Yeah. Yeah.
Welcome to the camp.
Hold up. It ain't easy breaking away.
But even with all the buildings along the Las Vegas Strip and all the action here, this is one of the city's biggest attractions, Allegiant Stadium.
Yeah. So that style not for you, but it's for me.
Greenfield's finest. Boss.
Yeah.
Drama.
Never let a wishbone grow where a backbone should. Belly been tell you to dash on wood. 10 payments to back end good. Got sense, but they act no good. Shot through the lot of the starstruck. Hop in the ride and we took in the truck, couple in the truck, and they all. They might say what's up when they see me around the city, but really no reason to talk much. Dinner at nice guy, but no nice guys here. I'm toe tagging, no Bilbo Baggins, y'all coming up short. Take a recess. This a heat check. Yeah. Shorty, let me.
Well, there's never a shortage of shows or sights and sounds throughout this city, but for the next few hours, all eyes are glued to Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Las Vegas Raiders. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. Herbert to throw right away. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field that took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
Incomplete pass. Here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now former 6th-round pick. It's Elijah Mitchell. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you. You're the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage?
Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Charger first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Play action. It's Herbert. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Now it's Herbert. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination. Guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
On 2nd and 11 now. Herbert going deep here for Allen. And, oh, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long. Here's Herbert. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Even with a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
The Chargers will bring out the field goal unit now. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And he'll try and throw here on the fake. Pass complete, now race for the marker. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs. It would have been a long field goal. The fake doesn't work out. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs.
Let's go.
Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Well, that's not the way you want to start. A first pass attempt and a first drop all in one.
Well, you've got plenty of time to make up for it, but obviously not the way you want to get things started. Got to shake that off and get going.
They go play action with Hurts. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
Ready. Seven Pirates.
Play action. Here's Hurts. Sliding out of the pocket. Same target. It's Jacobs again. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They go right back to him for 20 and a first. Charles, did it seem like to you that maybe they were a little worried about his running prowess there? Because everybody kind of froze when he got inside the pocket, and they were able to throw it for the first down.
Absolutely, and you work all week getting ready for a game, and you know that the potential is there for him to run it, but you better take care of those receivers downfield. They can hurt you first.
But first down, Hurts. That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. The Raiders at 1-3 here in the early part of the year. They were losers their last time out. Trying to get back in the win column, but obviously not an easy task here in a hostile environment.
Yeah, always tough to win away from home. But sometimes what you do is you use these types of games as bonding experiences and carry that into the contest.
To throw again on second down. Hurts throwing middle, and it's complete. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter from Vegas. The homestanding Raiders with a football here, as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Here's Hurts to throw. A quick throw, but incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
On the jump.
It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. Hurts. He finds his man, complete. That's Tucker. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. Short completion, just 4 yards. And it'll be 4th down. Daniel Carlson set for the Raider field goal. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. Carlson able to put this one through. And the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. So a pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. He finds his target, Allen. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. So offsides the call, and they understandably decline it.
And this is why we're seeing more and more teams hiring that one coach to the staff that's in charge of all these things. This one's minor. It's pretty easy to figure out. But all the game management stuff, trying to help out the head coach in his decision-making process.
Williams, a man in motion right. Herbert on 1st down now. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
It's a gain of 23 yards. First down, Chargers.
Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. And that is incomplete.
Without the coverage with position, up was about the only spot the quarterback had to try and deliver that pass. Just put a little too much height on it. Incomplete.
And once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, here's Mitchell. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
The Raiders call on a nickel set here for third down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That grab another career milestone for him. 900 career catches now.
All right, the applause is beginning, right? The applause is going on. That puts him just outside the top 20 all-time in the NFL. Next in his sights at 903, Wes Welker.
Rarefied air. On first down, it's Herbert. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Chargers have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead.
Chargers 7, Raiders 3.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it.
The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Well, obviously, you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline. It saves them the possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover. But I still think it should go to the defense, even if they don't recover it. If you give up the football, you gave up the football.
Agree to disagree, I guess.
Can you tell what I played?
Yeah, you played defense. I'll let you go.
I took a shot.
Looking to throw again on second down. Hurts. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Warriors 17. Max, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. 79 Broncos. 60 Mavericks, 60 Mavericks.
Throwing is Hurts. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
First down, here's Mitchell. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Throwing on second down, Herbert. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. Max Crosby blowing up the play and getting the sack.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. Being chased out left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jacobs. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Ready?
8 yards to go on second down.
Go quick. 70,
Hurts sets up to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Mustang 19. 18 rattle. 18 rattle. Dragon 60. Ready.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up fourth down.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Dancing to his left. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. 1st down, 18-yard gain.
They asked him to take charge and get them to a spot where they can at least attempt to kick before the half, and he does just that. Didn't trust what he saw downfield, so he took it upon himself to get them into field goal range using his legs. That's coming through with a play they needed in a big spot.
Throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. Meanwhile, Herbert's throw going into the hands of Williams. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Excellent recognition that none of his receivers were beating coverage and getting open, so he just threw that one away. They'll come back to the huddle, reset, and try something different.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Herbert throwing again. Throw left side complete. That's Mitchell. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chargers would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11.
Chargers 14, Raiders 3.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play.
Hurry, hurry! Hurry, hurry!
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And some room to maneuver. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So we have reached halftime. Intermission with the visiting Chargers on top. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either, so certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
19 right.
They'll set up to throw. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
He certainly isn't looking at the scoreboard out there because, to me, all he's concerned about is analyzing the field and making most of the time left in this game. Deficit's still there, but he's starting to hit them with some big plays.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Come back team! Come back team! Hurry, 17! 7 Pirates! 7 Pirates!
They're going to look to throw. Finding Johnson on the out route. That's complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
To number 29. It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard. At the Chargers' 39-yard line.
On second down, Johnson. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1 is offered an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's second down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
To throw on second and 10, Hurts. Buying time to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break, contain, and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
Back to throw here. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Chris Rumph drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up fourth down. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Down here in the third quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Throwing on 2nd and 3, Herbert. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jair Alexander. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I'll agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this will be caught at the 30. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go on, go get it, big man.
And the final readout, by the way, on the next-gen stats, I mean, goodness, he hit a top speed of 22.2 miles per hour. Now they send a man in motion right. Hurts will throw to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Well, they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
I can hear the film session right now. I can hear the coach saying to his team, guys, how does a guy that big get that open?
Yeah, that's what I was wondering. Imagine him as a kid, just trying to play hide and seek.
No chance.
No chance. He goes to hide behind the skinny tree. You see the front, the back, the top. Good luck.
Yeah, you see him. You don't see the tree.
Number 25.
Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Herbert. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Here's Herbert. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Chargers. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chargers are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Now the extra point. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead.
Makes the score Chargers 21, Raiders 9.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
3rd quarter from Southern Nevada. Here's a 2nd and 10.
Check man, check man.
They go play action with Hurts. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And this one is incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Ready, check.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. That's to his running back, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
The 1st down carry here for Johnson. Room here to run. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
19 tight, 19 tight. 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats. 18, Pioneers.
From the gun, it's Hurts. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly. Look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down if they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up. That'd be the time to do it.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. The Chargers on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and a mile. He sets to fire deep. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Justin Herbert looking to pass. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. But looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Play action. It's Herbert. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground. Now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Herbert now. And here's Mitchell with a catch out of the backfield. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds, right around the 7. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down. The Chargers will bring out the field goal unit now. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3. But clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off. But they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Fair catch made on the 25-yard line. The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10 at the 45. They'll start with a run by Mitchell. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting one more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. Call it a gain of 11 yards, and that should just about do it. I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the 4th quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
Another run with Mitchell. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Give running right is Mitchell. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
CD for the losing side. They had opportunities in this one, but big plays just didn't go their way, especially late, and they have to suffer the L here.
It certainly felt like that takeaway, once it happened, it knocked the wind out of their sails, and they just couldn't get their equilibrium back.
So for the Chargers, it took a while, but they finally get that first win after 4 straight losses. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to New Orleans to take on the Saints. Meanwhile, for Las Vegas,